On our final day, woken up by a generator because we don't have electricity. I think it's from 6. Yeah, we woke up at 6. It's 7:15 now. We're going to go for breakfast and then leave. Last coffee at Karoo National Park. Sure. Sharp. We're having Karoo Jacks for breakfast. We're heading out the park now. We're gonna go into town, get some few supplies and fuel, and then we are on our way to Tankwa. So we are in town in Beaufort West. We're stocking up at OK Foods, and then we also gonna get some alcohol and pour petrol, and then we joining the N1, continuing the journey.
Today's drive was about 380 kilometers and was supposed to take 4.5 hours. The Tankwa is very remote and has very little filling stations, so before joining Regavel, we darted over to Sutherland to fill up the jerry cans. Sutherland has a reputation for being the coldest place in South Africa and the best location to stargaze. The road to Sutherland takes you through the stunning Perdekloof Pass. In English, this translates into the Desolate Pass.
So I'm hiding from the wind because it's so strong. But yeah, we are done with the tar section of the entire trip, and now we are about to do the 82 kilometers of gravel that leads all the way to Tankwa Karoo National Park. Nat is busy deflating the tires right now, and we'll be on our way.
made it to Perdekloof campsite. Staying at campsite number 4. Yeah, we're finally in Tankwa Karoo National Park. It's quite an effort getting here, I must say. It's huge effort. Be prepared to spend hours on the road, on gravel roads, and even getting to the camp itself. It's a 4x4 road. So it's not suitable for normal cars. I guess with a high clearance 4x2 you could get here, but I'd just not plan on coming here without a 4x4. So we're gonna set up the tent now. We're gonna set up the camp, just see how we're gonna position ourselves. We don't know if there's gonna be someone here by number 3, so we'll just see how we're gonna just sort of create a nice space for ourselves and be a bit quite secluded, and then have some well-deserved beers, because it's definitely been a long day. We've been on the road since 9 o'clock in the morning. Yeah, catch up with you guys later. Just check how beautiful this place is. Surrounded by mountains. Oh.
Cheers.
Sure.
Cheers. Your friend is back. I'm sure people feed this. That's why it hangs around here. So we have leftover mince and some pasta for supper tonight. And supper is ready.
Morning. So this is our first day here at Tankwa Karoo National Park. Staying at Perdekloof number 4. We had an amazing sleep last night. It's so quiet. It was very hot throughout the night, but such is to be expected in this part of the world. But we had a very nice sleep. Today we don't really know what the plan is. We're just gonna make some breakfast now, and then one thing that we have to do is go back to reception. They couldn't print a permit for us yesterday, and we didn't get a map of the park, so we're gonna go to the reception at some point during the day and get a map and get a permit. I wouldn't say we necessarily need the map. We've been using Maps.me, the Maps.me app. It's carried us all the way so far. It's very good for these remote places. But soon hopefully we can upgrade to Tracks for Africa or something like that. So yeah, it's probably the one thing we're gonna do today. Go to reception. We'll see on the app, just what trails are around us. There's a mountain range in front of us and behind us. So we'll see if one of the tracks gets up there. Yeah, so we'll catch up with you guys during the day. So, we managed to get our permit and map of the park from the reception. So we spent the day just driving around the park. We started at Elandsberg viewpoint. It's a 4x4 track. It's a pretty hectic track. It's quite steep and it's very rocky. And then after that we came down and then we went into the valley, the Perdekloof valley. Visited a few water holes. There's a lot of animals here, but it's like we saw gemsbok, we saw springbok, ostriches. Yeah, so then we're in the valley. I think most of this park. You definitely need a 4x4 to access. The rains from 2 weeks ago actually damaged the park extensively. Some tracks were actually closed for a while. They've done their best to repair where they can, but there's a lot of deep ruts in the road. So definitely I would advise coming with a 4x4 here, especially if you're going to explore some of the roads, because even the roads that are shown as suitable for sedans definitely are not suitable for sedans, except for the main road which cuts right through the park. Anyway, so we're going back to the camp now. We didn't take any food with us, so we're pretty hungry. We had snacks along the way, so we're gonna get there and make a late lunch, I guess. Catch up with you later.
So this is our campsite. It is 2 campsites actually. It's unit 3 and unit 4. We are in unit 4. We have a kitchen, shower facilities, as well as a separate toilet. I'll show you now. This is the kitchen. We've already unpacked our things in here. Here you have hot and cold water and lights. We have a dustbin and a gas tank in there. And before we go to the shower, this is your separate toilet. Also a light. And this is your shower. It's the basin, full-length mirror, another mirror over there, and that's your shower.
Alright, so it's almost 7 o'clock. The sun sets at about 7:30 here, and the temperatures are dropping bit by bit. So I'm going to fill up the car now. We've been traveling with 40 liters of fuel. Yeah, you have to actually plan your fuel properly here when you come to Tankwa Karoo. In Middelbos, which is about 60 kilometers away, I think you can get diesel and fuel, but apart from that you're looking at about 120 kilometers drive just to get fuel. So we've been traveling with about 40 liters of fuel. The tank is just below halfway now, so I'm going to use the 120 liter jerry can, and then we don't have a big drive tomorrow. We're actually going to drive up to Middelbos, because you have to get to Middelbos you go through Kanama. I'm probably saying this wrong, but you go through Ganega Pass, and then there's a viewpoint there. Apparently there's a restaurant as well. So we're going up there, so we're not going to use a lot of fuel. I don't think we're going to need 40 liters, but I mean, it's always, it's the right thing to do to carry extra fuel. I'm going to use Yeah, so I'm going to fill up the one now. Use up the one now. The wind is still bad. Those flyers,
those things are all over the place. Oh my god, it's so golden from this angle. Yo, let me take a picture. I'm sure ngizwakala umoya nje.
I'd like to look. I don't know.
Yes.
No, I know to if it doesn't need to look at values. Alright. So we're good to go. That's how you fill up in the wild. We used to use some funny funnel, and then we actually bought a normal fuel spout. This works much better because you can do it alone. You don't need a second person to hold the funnel in place. So we're all done. Good. I was recording with the freaking
In your mouth.
in my mouth.
Ngisho uwo umuntu loyo. It's 8:30 now and we are heading inside the tent. We just had a shower. We are done eating. We've done the dishes. We've put everything away. So, yeah.
So tomorrow we go to Kanaga Pass and then Middle Post. So yeah, I think it's gonna be a full day of activity. Well, it's gonna be an all-day drive. So,
Again.
well, today wasn't really all-day drive, but we just kept taking detour after, not detour. We just kept taking turn after turn.
Yeah.
You know, like, oh, what can you see there? What can you see there? So we ended up spending all day on the road. But tomorrow, I think because of that, 60 kilometers away, so it'll probably be most of the day.
Okay, calling it a night.
All right, chat to you tomorrow.